Hi everybody, it's Mrs. King. Checking in with you this week because I know that you have a few blog posts to enter in week 1 and I want to make sure that you're getting a handle on this blog tool. So here's my quick how-to. First of all, I recommend that you're using the Google Chrome browser, probably for most things inside this e-learning environment. I haven't had a lot of luck with Internet Explorer for sure when it comes to certain things that we'll be doing. The other thing that I want to show you then is how to get inside that blog tools in case some of you are having trouble finding it. Here it is. So we're back at the home page. You found this by now, I know. And then I want you to click on communication, pull down this down menu, and here's every way that you can contact anybody inside this course. Here's your blog tool. Click on blog, and it opens up this window. Now, this is mine, and I've already made a couple of entries, so yours might not look the same at this point, but you should definitely see all of this stuff up here. All right, so one thing that you can go ahead and do if you've never made a blog, or you can change if you have made a blog, is go into the settings, go through that gear wheel, and what you want to do is make sure that these 3 check boxes are here, are clicked. So we're going to make sure that we can click directly to your user profile from your blog. You can edit your user profile. Maybe we'll do that next week. You can also make your entries public by default, and you can allow comments by default. And that will really help because I need to be able to see it, and I need to be able to allow to comment on it in order to mark it. So I know you'll want to do that. The other thing that you might want to do is receive an email inside your e-learning box anytime that someone does leave a comment so that you can comment back again. Keep the conversation going. So basically, this is the big thing. Availability. Allow this blog to be read by anyone. And by anyone, that means the people who are interested in this class, okay? You have an external URL for this if you want to start to share it elsewhere. And there's 3 social media tools here, Twitter, Google, and Facebook, where you can click on here and you can also go ahead and start pushing it to social media if you want. You'll notice, if you start searching, that I'm on Twitter and Google and Facebook, but it's my policy that I won't follow any of my students back. So if you want to keep in touch after you're graduating, that's a different story. But right now, I won't be following you back on any of these social media sites. Okay, there's a few other things here. You can play with this. Please leave this at 0, and then when you're ready, go ahead and say save. Now we're back to our home page of the blog area. So I want to show you what a couple of these other features look like. First thing is, let's go ahead and make a new entry. So if we do a new entry, I'm going to ask that you use a titling convention that represents where we are in the course. So this would be week 1, day 2, for example, and then you might also call it something like communication skills. Okay, that's pretty easy, isn't it? And again, you'll see down here that you have the ability to turn these on or off. I'm just going to ask you to leave them as they are so that we can see them all and we can allow comments. And also make sure that the date is accurate. It'll keep updating for you, but you can just double check if you want. Okay, then you're going to type in here in perfect sentences and paragraphs your reaction. But feel free to use some of these other tools. Again, I mean, you can put in a video if you want, right? There's a YouTube there. You can also put in a picture or a link, and we will play with some of those more later on in the course if you haven't already discovered some of those. All right, I think that's it for now. When you're ready and your blog post is completed, you can hit save and it will start to show up. Now, one thing that I want to show you real quick is that in order to follow anyone else in the class, and we will be doing this periodically, you're going to be responding to each other here, you need to update your blog watch. So here are all the people in my course right now, and this is what they've been writing this week. Okay, so looks like it's coming together, all right? And then to do that, to add people to your blog watch, you have to add them in the blog list. So this is everybody in maybe the Upper Grand District School Board who is actually taking an e-learning course right now. And one of those people is my dear friend, Matt Arnold, who's a teacher. And I'm going to click on Matt, and as soon as I click that and I add, hey, I get a gray star, and that means that I have successfully added this user to my blog watch. So if Matt is blogging, then that would allow me to see his blog posts in your blog list, in your blog watch. Okay, so yours will be like here, and Matt Arnold would come up here at the top. Okay, so If there's any questions, you know how to reach me. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. And happy blogging!